Hi everyone! Today I have a part 2 video to my very first cash stuffing that I have ever done. If you have not seen the part 1, you can go over and watch that video. I do forewarn you, it is not organized whatsoever. That is just my life. We are riding the Hot Mess Express over here. So it is not organized, and my husband informed me that I did not record the video appropriately because if you've watched that video, then you know that the formatting was way off. So if you stuck through that 30-minute long video with all of the chaos that ensued, then I commend you. So if you are coming from that video or just a new person, hello, welcome. Thank you so much for watching my video. And hopefully today it's a bit more organized. I did try my best to get a little bit more organized than I was last time, so hopefully this video will not run 30 minutes long. So today, basically what I'm going to be doing is stuffing the rest of the envelopes that I didn't do in part 1 because I didn't have the correct denomination. So I went to the bank like a responsible adult and I got some smaller denominations. And since I don't have my cash stuffing tray at the moment, I'm using little jewelry boxes. So the struggle is real, but this is what you got to do to start out. And just because I don't have those things does not mean that that's going to keep me from saving money towards those things. So today we're going to stuff the rest of those envelopes, and we're also going to do some more savings challenges. So grab your coffee, get you a cozy blanket, light you some candles. We are now in November, which is really exciting but crazy to me to think about. I really love spooky season and Halloween is my time, but I love all this fall weather we've got going on, and there's so many fun things that we have planned to do this month and next month. So I'm ready for it. I'm ready for all the candles and the coziness. So let's get right into this video. So we're going to start by stuffing the rest of the envelopes we did not do last time. And also, what I did not do last time, which was a reason I was disorganized, is I had not printed out these track your stack slips that I had already made to keep in each envelope to keep track of what I'm adding or subtracting. So these I made myself, and they're just a work in progress, and they're supposed to help me. Eventually I will make them a bit better than they are. So first, like last time I told you, we're not doing bills, and I do need to take these 20s out as well. I'm just going to put those off to the side. We're not doing bills because I left that money in the bank. So gifts, we're going to put $5, and we're going to put a 5. So I'm going to take this slip out, and I already said what I was saving for, birthday/gifts. So I'm just going to write that. The date is 11/1. The expense, I put expense on here, but I need to change it to say like what money I'm putting in or taking out rather than an expense. So that's going to be $5. We're adding that. So the balance is $5 in this envelope. So that's how that looks when I do it. And I'm going to put that with the $5 bill. And we're going to stuff it together in this envelope and close it up. So my favorite holiday is fall. I really love all the weather and all the activities and all the family time that we get to do during these, end of months of the year. What's your guys' favorite holiday? And if you like fall as well, then what kind of activities do you like doing the most? Mine is anything to do with like making crafts and just being so relaxed and spending a lot of time with family and friends. That's really important to me and my family. So that's something that we've always done, is get together during the holidays, and we're planning to have a game night here pretty soon. which those are always fun because both of our families are so wild. So spending, we're going to put 20 because I did not fill that last time. We're going to fill that with one of the 220s that I have. So again, I'm going to write today's date, $20. We're adding it, and my balance is 20. I'm going to fold that back up so it fits. Put the 20 with it. And put it right in there. What kind of scents do you guys like for fall? Like, what types of scents do you like to have in your home? This one here is a candle I think that we got from our wedding. And it's a fireside candle. So it has a nice sweet scent. I typically am like an apple pie cinnamon type girl, or like a vanilla. I really like the smells of those. I'm not too big on pumpkin spice. I do like pumpkin pie, but the spice is a little bit too much for me. It's just too strong of a flavor in my opinion. But I know a lot of people that really like the spice. So savings, we're going to do $50. So we're going to take 3 10s and 4 5s. And these are some, I went to the bank, but look, these are pretty rough dollar bills, if you know what I'm saying. So we have 10, 20, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. So 11, 1, $50 added, and that's a balance of 50. Fall has really always been my favorite time of year, and my husband's the same way. He really likes fall. And, well, I think he really likes the snow too, and likes winter, and we occasionally go sledding and stuff nearby, but it's like hurts my bones sometimes once it gets too cold, so I don't typically do too much. I'm supposed to be filling this up too, guys. So I don't typically go out in the cold too much, but I'm also that way with heat too. I don't do too well with the heat. I get very bad migraines, and it's just not good for me, but I would rather be in the cold, if anything, because you can always put more layers on. Actually, pretty much filled that out, so I don't need it too bad. So entertainment, which we were trying to figure out what to do for entertainment anyways, because we already have a dates / eating out category. So we're like, okay, let's brainstorm what we would even use for entertainment. So we kind of chalked it up to video games, concerts, and events with like family and friends rather than dates, like outside bus. So that's going to be $10. And we're going to do 2 5s, 11 1, $10 plus, and that's a balance of 10. Are you guys planning to do any specific like holiday savings challenges that are tailored specifically to save towards Christmas? Have you guys, has that like helped you to save more money long term towards it? Because I really have not. I'm just now starting this, obviously, last week. So I only have $20 in Christmas at the moment. And I'm going to add 5 more here at the end. But we always I have alone 2 nieces and 2 nephews. And we normally always get for all my siblings, which is 4. And then he doesn't have any siblings, but we get for his parents, my parents, and his grandparents. And add it all up, I mean, it's just so expensive. So I think this year we're just going to do wedding photos for like the parents and stuff, and like a few little things, and then mainly just buying for the kids. So I know last time I said I wasn't going to put any in gas unless I had some left over because I was going to keep that money in the bank. That way I can pay with the app and get like 10 cents off per gallon. But this is going to be saved towards future payments of gas. That way I can, already have a good amount set aside for it. And then I'll just be able to put it in the bank and use it towards that so I don't get behind. So gas, we're going to do 15, and we're going to do a 10 and a 5. As you see, my method here is not working too well. So 11.1, $15 plus, and a balance of 15. So I'm working full-time right now, and I like my job, but it's just a lot to work 40 hours plus, during the week and try to still do things with family and all that. So sometimes it's really difficult to not be so tired during the week, and then I'm spending my days off like just trying to recuperate, and then have to do laundry and cleaning around the house that I couldn't do when I was working. And eventually my goal is to save up so much and get us in a good cushion that I can start my own business, ideally. I always flip-flop and I don't exactly know what I want to do. I know like this type of thing would be good for me. I like to try and find ways of organizing and filing, and I used to have an office job, and I always came up with new ways for filing systems and stuff like that. So this is something that interests me. But I mean, owning your own business is a lot of work, and you're working a lot more than you would at a corporate job because you're actually doing it mostly yourself, and especially while you're trying to get it started up. But if any of you have ever started a business, like, what things do you enjoy about it? What things were really hard for you in the beginning? And like, how long did it take you to really get in a good situation for yourself? Or did you start something and then it didn't work out? Because sometimes that happens as well, which is okay. I mean, that's just a part of life. But I'm just interested to hear some of your guys' like journeys with that. So grocery, we're going to add 20 so I don't have to take out a full 50 next check, or if I want to, I can just add to this so it's a little bit more. And originally in here, this was our last grocery run. I had $100, and then we only spent 93, so I had 7, but I took that out to put into savings challenges. So our balance is only going to be 20. 11.1, 20. Here's the balance. I'm really liking this method so far. I mean, obviously it's a work in progress because I don't have everything I need to make it the most organized and simplified process, but I've noticed it's like really making me more disciplined with myself. I already did dining out, already did vacation, and already did emergencies. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do these last two before I close this up. So I was going to add 5 more into Christmas, and we're going to do 5. We already have 20 in here. We're just going to add that today. And our balance is going to be $25. $25. I'm really excited to see this grow, you guys. I know like some things obviously will take a lot longer to grow, but my long-term savings challenges, like, I'm just trying to tell myself, like, just let it grow over time, and then before I know it, we're going to have a really good savings set aside. And I'm really honestly not worried about the time it's going to take, because It's better to start now than to not do it at all. Okay, so now we're going to move on to our little envelopes, which I have here. And some of these are not stuffing because I did them last time. So we have retirement, finals, clothes, baby, office craft, taxes, student loans. I'm looking for the home one so I can add $5 more to that. There we go. And these ones are just the paper envelopes since that's what we're rocking with right now until we get our stuff together. We can get some new things. So home, we already had $20 in there and we're adding a 5. So that's going to make it 25. I know all you bankers out there are going to be upset that I do not have my money faced the right way. My husband already got on to me today about that. He's like, why is your money facing backwards? That drives me nuts. So I'm adding 5, and that's $25. So I know too there's going to be some weeks because both of us get paid bi-weekly, and oddly enough at the moment, like both of our checks fall on opposite weeks. So like I get paid, he gets paid, I get paid, he gets paid, which is kind of nice. But some of those weeks we aren't like able to put as much towards this because we have bigger bills those weeks, which is okay. I mean, anything that you can put towards it is a good start. So I'm trying not to be negative about it and just be happy that it is slow and growing at all. So these back ones, I have couponing, savings challenges, and miscellaneous. So I know last time I said I was not going to put any in couponing, but I did have a little bit left. So I am going to go ahead and add to that. And you know what? I see gifts on here. I don't know if I crossed that off or not. I think I did add to it. I did. So I just need to cross that off. And then birthdays, I was going to add 10, which is the same category as gifts. I might just add a separate thing for that because the gifts one, I'm thinking I want to save it more so for like weddings and baby showers. That way I have the money for when those things come up. And thankfully we just had the last wedding of the year, which was my cousin's wedding. So until next April, as far as I'm concerned, we shouldn't have any more weddings, but you never know with baby showers and things like that. I'm going to make a separate category for birthdays. I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these. Right, saving for birthdays. 11-1. I was going to add 10 to birthdays. And again, for right now, this is just like a general envelope for all birthdays for myself, for my siblings, family, husband, whatsoever. So I'm putting that in there, and then we were going to add a $10 bill. Put that in there. And then we have entertainment. We did couponing. We were going to do $5. And we're going to do 5 ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 11-1, 5 plus 5 balance. I'm having like such a hard time trying to keep this stuff together as far as envelopes because I keep coming up with new envelopes that I want to put in here. And I'm like, I already have so many envelopes and this is getting a little bit crazy. So are you guys finding it difficult to kind of like break them up, or do you just have general envelopes for certain things, or like how are you guys budgeting? Because I'm only doing obviously like my sinking funds and saving stuff, and all the bill stuff I'm leaving in the bank. I know some people like pull out all their money, but I think that would just be a little too confusing to me. But even this is like, I'm always coming up with new envelopes because there's different little categories that I want to do, and it just becomes a lot, but at the same time I'm like thankful for it because then I'll have the money for those respective categories when I need it. So miscellaneous is going to be $5, and we're going to do a 5, and this will just be for whatever the heck we want it or need it for. I haven't really decided yet. It might just kind of go by what is going on that particular month or week, and see if we need it towards something. This is just kind of like an extra emergency fund, if you will, or just like a free floating envelope. So the only two things that we have left is going to be savings challenges and just kidding, that's it. So savings challenges, we should have 5 5s, 1 10, and 15 ones. So let's go ahead and check that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So that's correct. We have 15 ones. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. That's 5 5s. That's correct. And then 1 10. So for these savings challenges, I'm going to split it between a few different. So this envelope here is just going to be for the ones outside of the 52-week challenge, since these already have envelopes to put things in. But I do have a little tracker that I'm coloring in as I do the 100 envelope. Sorry, I keep saying 52-week challenge is the 100 envelope savings challenge. And now that I remember, last time we did this, I did not color these in, so I need to do those as well. Then I have this 52-week challenge, which technically I'm not supposed to start until 2022 in January, but I think I might do the first week and just kind of add if I want to, just to have, you know, an early start to it. And then I have this one that I made. It's a track your stack puzzle picker challenge, because we're the puzzle people in this household. And so basically I don't exactly remember how many, I think it's like 100 pieces of puzzle here, but not all of them are going to be filled with money. So what I did was I took a bunch of puzzle pieces and I put them in this jar, and I put different amounts on them to save. So I'm going to just shake it up and pick one out. Then whatever number I have, I'm going to write on a square, color it in, and I'm going to do that until this is done. And I had wrote somewhere how much it would be after completing it all, but at the top of my head I do not know. So I'll get back to you guys on that. But I thought this would just be a fun little thing to do, since we like puzzles, and that's kind of like how our wedding was set up and our first date. So we're going to start with the 52-week challenge, actually, since we're only doing week 1. And I need to grab a color. So let's do this purpley pink color. Go ahead and let me get these out of the way since I don't need them. Do the first square, which is $5, and this is actually not a good color to choose because I wrote in purple. So I'll have to rewrite over that. This one, like I said, is supposed to technically be in January, but it's good to get a head start on it if you can, if you're doing these challenges. That way, if there's a week that you really don't have it, then you don't have to worry about it because you already stuffed it. And you could even do, like I've seen some people do, where they just like add extra onto each week. So that's $5 done. So end of the savings challenge. I'm just probably going to abbreviate. $5 week 1, 52 week challenge. Adding, so that's $5. And we'll do a 5. I'm just going to put that back in with my other envelopes. That one's done. Let's maybe do the tractor stack puzzle first, because those kind of denominations are all over the place, so we'll have to see what's left in order to do these envelopes. If you guys want to do something like this, my husband had bought like just a blank canvas puzzle piece set. You're supposed to like draw on them or whatever, but this is what I'm using mine for. So if you want to participate in this challenge, just go ahead and get you some of these and put them in a jar. And eventually I would like to make these sheets, at least the ones that like all this stuff that I'm printing, I'd like to make them available to people as like digital downloads, or I could send them printed. But I am trying to get a Cricut and all that situated first so I can make them nicer and all that. So anyways, shake it up. I'm not going to look. I'm going to pick one. If it's too high, I probably won't do it, to be honest with you, because I'm kind of limited right now since I'm wanting to do a few challenges. But we shall see. $10. Okay, that's not bad. We could do that. I'm going to close that up. And let's go ahead and do our last 10 then. So we'll write $10 in our square. And I'm going to choose a different color. We're going to color that in. I like to make fun things like these. Now they take me longer because I don't have any type of software to like make this any easier to make stuff like this, but I do like doing them because in the long term they're very fun and they keep me motivated to like actually want to do stuff like this. So I'm actually going to add it to the same, and I'm going to just put a 1 in front of that 5 to make it 15. Plus puzzle. So I'll do that. And I guess I'll have to find another little jar to put my little puzzle pieces in that I do. So that's 15. Maybe eventually I'll get another envelope, but like we just talked about, I really don't need it. I'm put that in that box for now. That's the first one done with that. Now we're going to do our 100 envelope savings challenge. So we need to see what we have left. My goodness, I'm so disorganized. 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35. It's actually a pretty good number to be at for the savings challenge. And I need to figure out which ones I didn't color in last time. So we did the 5, we did the 10, the 1, 3 and the 2, so the other ones were 24 that I need to color in. So I'm going to pick some different colors for that. Move that so you guys can see. So we did the 20 here. I talk too much. I know this video is about to be another 30-minute long video, and I'll do some cuts, but I don't know, man. Not even trying. Got a 20 and 4. And we've got 35 to play with here. So I don't want to keep all the big envelopes till the end because then I'm going to have more to shell out, you know. So I try to like pick a mix of all of them. So let's see what we want to do today. And yes, I hand did this one too because I try to figure out like the measurements on how to like print them on a paper, and it was just too much work, so I just drew it by hand. I get too impatient. Let's see. I'm gonna do the 15, and that'll be 20 left. Let's do the 15, the 8, the 7, so that's another 15, and then we'll have, I think one of these is supposed to be 9. Yeah, I had the 6 and the 9 by each other, so I was confused. So if we do 15, 8, and 7, I'll only have 5 left, which will be an odd number. So why don't we do, instead of that, those two, we'll do 15, 16. And then I think that's 21. So then we should have, guys, why can't I do simple math in my head? My goodness, where's my calculator? Gonna have to cut this. Okay, totally just disregard everything I just said. That would be 31, not 21, so I'm not gonna do the 16. I'm gonna keep the 15, and then I'm gonna do 13 and 7. If I can find it. Okay, so then that would be 20, and then plus the 15 would be 35. So that way we can actually do 3 envelopes. So let's see, we have 35 here. I'm trying to figure out what's the best way to do it. 5, 10, 15. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So we'll stuff 7 first, and again, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Just gonna fold it. Some of these I wonder, like if I do so many ones, if they'll be too thick to fit in there, which this one kind of looks like it might be, so I might have to switch it around a little bit. I made some of these out of paper, and like this one, I think I made too small, to be honest with you. I might have to fold this just a little bit more. Okay, 7. Yeah, it's a really thick envelope. It's fine. It'll be fine. I'm going to color in the 7 so I don't forget this time. This is one of my favorite colors, is like the mustard yellow. Look at that. I don't know if you can see it super well. It's a pretty color. I'll do 13. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Can't wait to get all my set up eventually. It may take a while, but, and I like this too. I mean, because I made this all, so like I said in my last video, it's pretty satisfying, but it's just not as organized as I would like it to be. So we have 13. I'm going to do dark color here. I've always liked arts and crafts and stuff like that, so this is really satisfying to me too, just like drawing it, and even if it's not that conventional, it's still cool to draw it and like color it in because I'm a little child at heart sometimes. Then I'll go ahead and fill in the 15 since we're going to do that one as well. And then before the end of the video, I'll total it up to see where we're at so far. Because I didn't write on this one when I started it, but I would have started it on my payday, which would have been October 28th, because, no, it was the 29th. 10, 29, 21. I'm going to put that there just for my reference of when we started it. Got 5, 10, 15. These are the rattiest bills that I have seen. But it is what it is. Money spends the same. Okay, guys. That's crazy. We already have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 envelopes already done, which is great. See, I'm only doing this though, like when I can. This is gonna bug me too. I'm probably gonna have to switch that up. But you know what? I'm just gonna leave it for now. This video is already too long. Don't mind me. Put that there. So I'm gonna add this up because I am genuinely interested to see what we have so far. Even if some of the other numbers are pretty small, that's okay. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, 13, 15, and 20. So the 20 and the 10 is already 30. And then we got 15 plus 30 is 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 60, 67, plus the 13, and I can't do simple math in my head for some reason. I'm sorry. I already have $80, you guys. $80 set aside and saved just from starting at the end of October and just putting in extra money when I can. And some weeks it's not going to be like this. Some weeks I'm only going to be able to do one envelope, if at all. But that's like, I'm really happy with myself for like sticking to it so far. And hopefully this is something that I can implement in my life for a long, long time. And hopefully it's something that, like, if you guys are picking it up, that it's helping you guys too. And that you're enjoying it. So this is the current status and the 3 challenges that I have started. So I will hopefully, again, next video be more organized. Hopefully it's a shorter video if you guys have made it this long. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking around. I will see you next time, and I look forward to it. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, night, and happy holidays to you, because we have a lot of holidays coming up. So bye, guys.